Good morning from NFP Kitchen. This is Melinda here, and today I'll be eating for my horoscope. Yeah, so this is exciting. I've never done anything like this, and Janice brought this idea to me. And for breakfast, I get a smoothie bowl. And my smoothie bowl consists of berries of a great variety. I think it's supposed to be blueberries and raspberries, but there's also some blackberries in here because it's a fruit medley, and I did not have time to pick them out. We are going to add 2 cups of berries, because Janice is going to join me in this one too, because we're both hungry. So we got the berries. And because my blender at home is not nearly as powerful as Janice's, I let mine sit in the fridge overnight so it'll be a little softer, a little easier to blend, not so hard on your blade. I'm going to be adding a scoop of a plant-based protein powder, because we are going to go work out after this. We're going to do a heavy upper body exercise, so we need the protein to start. Now, Janice warned me that this tastes and smells a little different than what I'm used to because I have super nose. So we're going to do 1 scoop of protein for me and one for Janice. So technically 2 scoops are going into this. So we got 1 and 2. I'm going to add some bananas. Janice has some frozen bananas here. 2 bananas. That's 1. Okay, so we'll start there. As always, you can add more, but you can't take it out. All right, so we're putting in 1 cup of water. Nice filtered water. Going in. And I believe that's all she wrote. Breakfast is served. I got a little carried away with the coconut. But I'm super excited, and we'll let you know how it is. The smoothie bowl was fabulous. I didn't taste the protein powder, which is wonderful, because I always feel like I'm like, what is this grit I'm tasting? It was delicious. I do feel full, but I have a sneaking suspicion in like 2 hours I'm going to be hungry again because the fiber isn't there. Like I usually have oatmeal, so oatmeal has high fiber, and there wasn't as much fiber in this, so I'll probably be hungry in a couple hours, but that's okay. I like eating smaller meals. It keeps me entertained. I gotta look forward to something else I get to eat. So big win on that, and all the accoutrement like the coconut and the almonds and the kiwi and the chia seeds all gave it a good crunch. So in keeping with our horoscope theme, I'm gonna read you my horoscope today, which cracks me up because apparently there's something nefarious going on and someone wants me to be a part of it. So November 5th, 2019, someone who has a thirst for power might try to enlist you in their plans to overthrow those who currently hold all the cards. I'm trying to think of this in context of my life, and it's cracking me up. I'm like, what is going on? So apparently these people don't have their plans fully ironed out yet, so hopping on their bandwagon is not a wise idea. If you can find a way to avoid these shenanigans altogether, focus instead on making the best of this difficult situation. Now is not the right time to join the revolution. Think intelligently and bide your time for a few more days. Horoscopes entertain me in this way because I'm not aware of anyone having any evil plans to overthrow anything, but should I get any sort of hint that they are, I'll be like, I'm sorry, dude. Horoscope told me not to. Can't do it. I need to avoid your shenanigans altogether, okay? It's lunchtime now, yay! Right now we are prepping our lunch based on, well, it's actually based on my diet today because I had today off. Janice will put her videos on because her diet is very different than mine. But right now we are working on cowboy caviar because I can never say no to cowboy caviar, and it's kind of my cheat for when I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna be eating vegan and I really need something to stick with me. So the cowboy caviar really does that. The beans keep me full, and I love the vinegar. It's just a very tasty dish. But other than that, we are actually doing a little bit of a chickpea salad, and we're gonna put it in a wrap. So we just got out, we minced some celery, cut up some green onions, we rinsed some chickpeas, and then Janice added vegan mayonnaise, tarragon, lemon, and we're gonna wrap that up in lettuce wraps. So it's also like, well, it's low carb in the sense that we're wrapping it like that. But we're getting high protein from the black-eyed peas and the chickpeas. So this should be a very hearty lunch, and I'm super excited to eat it, and we will show you what it looks like when it's all done and pretty. Oh, yeah. And prior to this meal, we went and worked out. We did a really heavy muscle workout, and we talked to some of the trainers at the gym, and they still suggested having additional protein on top of the protein we had already taken for breakfast, because every time you do a heavy muscle workout, like we did at least 40 minutes of weightlifting, take 20 grams of protein. So we did Evolve chocolate protein drink, and it's pea protein. So this one is vegan for sure, and it's actually one of the only protein drinks I like. So we gave our bodies what we needed, but now we really look forward to chewing our food, because protein shakes are kind of rough that way. It's just, you just kind of have to shoot it, but your body really needs it. And now we're gonna follow up with additional protein and carbs to really refuel ourselves. Hi everybody, we're back with a Gemini, Eat Like a Gemini day. This is the lunch issue. And we have our cowboy caviar and some chickpea salad in a lettuce boat. So we're getting all kinds of protein from beans and chickpeas. I'll tell you how it goes after I eat it. Lunch was delicious. The chickpea salad was fabulous. We did go a little light on the spices this time. My notes would be to add a little more tarragon. I might even throw in basil, a little more pepper, kosher salt. I'm real big on my kosher salt, but Janice doesn't like things quite as, I wouldn't say quite as salty, but this salt is stronger than just your regular iodized sea salt. And also, I'd use butter lettuce next time because the romaine we used was really snappy. So when we went to roll it, it just snapped and then like everything fell everywhere. So this lunch was a little bit messy. So we might try it again, but use like some sort of rice paper and roll it up, kind of make it like a cute little spring roll, and see if that gives us a better, just a better eating experience. The food tasted good, but it just was really hard to eat. And then of course there's cowboy caviar, and I'm basically licking the plate because I like the balsamic vinegar so much. I do feel really good. And we had some chips and some guacamole too, just to have a little crunchy element. And so far I'm feeling great. I'm enjoying myself in the sense of I'm eating something different. I really like the change of scenery, so I'm gonna say that applies to food too. Okay. Like, I'm eating something different that I don't normally eat, and it's a lot of vegetables, and it's really good, different textures, different flavors, different kinds of fat. So I'm really enjoying the variety and just the difference from my regular diet, and still feeling really full and excited. And I know I keep talking about that cowboy caviar. We did make a video on it, and you need to go watch it, because you will be the envy of every potluck when you bring something that's really healthy and that people actually really enjoy, and you probably will have an empty bowl. So we'll check back in with you a little later and see if we're gonna snack or not. All right, it's dinner time now. We have our lentil dal that Janice and I prepared with some seared bok choy over jasmine basmati rice, and I added some peanuts because at the top it said Gemini go nuts. So this is the last meal of my Gemini day. So far feeling really good. Still feeling like, I mean, I'm hungry now, but I felt like lunch stuck with me for a while. We've made this dal before, but we are going to do a video on it. We will show you how we do it, so you can also take this recipe home to your family. I'll let you know after how everything is. So we just finished dinner. Final meal in the Gemini diet challenge for the day. It was an interesting day in a lot of ways. I don't normally have smoothies for breakfast, and I don't normally eat this hearty for lunch or dinner. And once again, just to reiterate it, you can eat vegan and still be full. You just gotta make sure you get enough fat, enough carbs in each meal. I think my favorite meal was probably the acai bowls. Those were delicious. I actually did really well. We went and worked out after we had the acai bowls, and I wasn't starving hungry. We did follow up our workout with an additional protein shake to make sure that we fed our muscles correctly. Even though we did have 20 grams of protein in our smoothies, we had an additional 20 because when you're weight training, you want to make sure that you take in a little extra protein. Would I do this again? Yeah, I think with a little more planning. We'll try some different things, because the foods that Janice and I had today were foods that we had made before, with the exception of the acai bowls and the chickpea wraps. But we've had the dal many times, and cowboy caviar. You've already seen our video on that. So I do a little more research. The one thing I'm really missing from this day is I wanted cheese, I wanted sour cream, I wanted a dairy fat, because I'm still used to eating dairy fats. But at the same time, I got through it and just substituted that fat for avocados and peanuts and coconut. So I feel like I still got what I wanted, and it definitely does take some changing your mind. You have to think about things a little differently. Do you really need the sour cream, or do you really need the cheese? Sometimes I say yes, but today I said, you know, okay, well, we gotta follow the diet, and I'm still here. I'm feeling really full, and I don't think I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night hungry, because sometimes that happens to me. I'll wake up at 2 a.m. starving. But I do not think that'll be the case tonight because I've had so much plant protein. Plants don't get enough credit for all the protein and all the really good nutrients that they have in them. It was a fun day. We got to work out. We went thrifting. We found a really cool clock, as you can see on the wall. Really good day. It was a fun experience, and I can't wait to see how Janice's turns out when she does her, oh gosh, what are you again?
Cancer.
Cancer. When she does her day of eating like a cancer, she gets peanut butter and chocolate. A little bit bitter about that, but in any case,
I'll make it for you.
it's been a lot of fun. And like, subscribe, and share this video with all your omnivore friends or vegan friends. This is a great challenge that anyone can take part in. And thank you so much for watching our videos. We appreciate the views, and we will see you next time. Oh, we're recording? Yeah, we're live. Okay.